Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. In Gasalt's therapy, unexpressed emotions are known as A. Unfinished business, B. The emerging Gasalt, C. Form figure language, D. The top dog. The answer is A. In Gasalt therapy, unexpressed emotions are also known as unfinished business, and within Gasalt therapy, therapists are able to provide tools for achieving unresolved and peace in situations where there are unexpressed emotions, which are the unfinished business. Why did R.K. Kuhne create the group work grid? A. To address psychotic issues among group members. B. To expand practical understanding of group work. C. In hopes of eliminating intergroup resistance issues. D. To clarify work relations between group members. The answer is C. To expand practical understanding of group work is why R.K. Kuhne created the group work grid. It is a model that shows 4 levels of intervention, which are organization, interpersonal, individual, community, population, and is a framework for understanding the diverse world of group work from which groups are corrected and enhanced in purpose to that there are personality or task-oriented interventions. I would recommend doing research about group work grid to better understand how it expands the practical understanding of group work. Gasalt therapy emphasizes A. Cognitive behavioral issues, B. Transference issues, C. Traumatic childhood memories, D. Awareness in the here, now, and dream work. The answer is D. Gasalt therapy emphasizes awareness in the here, now, and dream work. Whenever I have brought Gasalt therapy up in this podcast, I always mention the here and now because that is what Gasalt therapy emphasizes, whereas dream work, we would have to do more research into how Gasalt therapy works with dreams and the therapeutic context with those dreams. So let's do our research about that one specifically. Premature termination of participation in a group usually occurs when an individual is A. Not very motivated, B. Highly intelligent, C. Open to experiences, D. Empathetic. The answer is A. Premature termination of participation in a group usually occurs when an individual is not very motivated. This may be because they have lost interest. They may not see the benefits of the group. Something is depleted within themselves to become motivated in group, so on and so forth. So being not very motivated in a group leads to the premature termination of participation. The Gasalt dialogue experiment generally utilizes the concepts of A. Behavioral self-control, B. Choice theory, C. Top dog, underdog, and the empty chair technique, D. The rehearsal experiments. The answer is C. The Gasalt dialogue experiment generally utilizes the concepts top dog, underdog, and the empty chair technique. The empty chair technique is when the therapist brings an empty chair in the room and they have the client imagine that an individual is there and talks to the empty chair in what they want to say to that individual who is not here. The top dog utilizes critical role-making and demanding parts of the personality to speak in must, oughts, and shoulds to work on control and responsibility, and it often represents the authority figures like parents, teachers, or society, whereas the underdog is the resistant, avoidant, and passive parts of the personality that pushes back and sabotages. For example, I'll do it later. I want to, but I'm too tired, so on and so forth. The underdog role avoids the responsibility by appearing lazy, helpless, and overwhelmed, which leads to self-pitying with an underlying fear of guilt and exhaustion. I would recommend looking into the top dog, underdog, and the empty chair techniques and how it works with gestalt therapy. And that is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.